Ilia Topuria is going to be fighting on International Fight Week UFC 317 card. Now, there are a lot of speculations, but the question is, who is he going to be fighting for the undisputed UFC lightweight championship? Now, if you look at the division very well, there are a lot of funny things that are going on in the lightweight division. There's really no clear-cut number one contender. And let's look at the three people that seem to be highest in that division. The first person is supposed to be Aman Sayukian, but maybe something happened, I don't know, that Dana White is not telling us. And Aman Sayukian has to fight his way up again for the title, according to Dana White. That means he has at least one fight to make before he starts talking about the belt. So I think he's automatically ruled out. Then when you look at Gaethje is beating somebody who is already beaten before, that is not really among the top 5 ranked persons. At the end of the day, that does not really make him a clear-cut number one contender. And the last person on the list is Charles Oliveira, who seems to be highest. He just beat Chandler, who he has beaten before. And when we look at Chandler has so many losses. So you cannot really put Charles Oliveira as that clear-cut number one. Maybe amongst the other fighters, apart from Aman Sayukian, he is the clear-cut number one amongst the three of them. When you have someone like Ilia Topuria, who has stepped up a weight class with what he has done, he hasn't done so much like beating 5,000 fighters, but the few persons he has beaten and the way he beat them, he leaves a mark in the hearts of most fans of the sport, myself included. Looking at the situation now, him stepping into the lightweight division is arguably the number one contender. You cannot say he has not defended his belt at featherweight. No, the things he has done, like I said earlier, they have pushed him in that place where he is clearly the number one contender in that division. So the next question we're going to be asking is, Islam Makhachev has been saying all things in terms of he doesn't want to fight a 145er. Maybe in some little sense I can relate with him, but it's not really right. When somebody has vacated their belt, what other proof do you need that they are in the lightweight division? It's no longer a 45er. Islam should kind of understand that he is now dealing with a lightweight contender, because if it's going the way it's going now, it may play into his mind, and if they are going to fight eventually, that may be something he doesn't want to get into, a mind game kind of things. He doesn't need that. He needs to just put his mind at, anybody you feed me, I'm going to fight that person. So that's the kind of mindset I think he should maintain. But the next question we're going to be asking is Islam Makhachev going to be fighting Ilia Topuria? Now, there are different ways to look at it. Charles Oliveira just came in and said it's in camp. Ilia Topuria said it's in camp. So that makes it look like both of these guys are going to be fighting for that belt. So where does that leave Islam? Islam, if he's not fighting for the belt, it means he's going to vacate his belt and he'll be looking forward to fighting at welterweight. And we know who the king of the welterweight is presently, and he's going to be fighting next month. We cannot say Islam is waiting for the fight before he makes a decision, because Ilia Topuria cannot be waiting. He needs to know his opponent for him to have been told that he's headlining the card, or at least he's fighting in the card in it, International Fight Week UFC 317. Islam is in that situation where we can only guess that he's going to be fighting for a welterweight title, and if Belal Muhammad wins the fight, I'm sure by the way they operate and the way they do their things, I want to believe that they have maybe an agreement that Belal is going to have to move up a weight class or something, which is possible. But the truth is, he's not going to be fighting for the belt. He will have to go through one of the top contenders, because the middleweight division is stacked with contenders. When you have Caio Borralho, you have Imavov, and I think there's one other guy there that is kind of making wave. But at least these two guys, they are just right in front up there. It's not just going to jump into a title shot. He will have to go through one of these guys before he'll be granted a title shot. Rumors have it that Dricus Du Plessis was supposed to headline UFC 317, but he had a problem with his shin or something and he had to pull out. None of this was announced like openly. We didn't even know they were going to fight for the card. So when we say he's pulling out, nobody can confirm that they were already scheduled for that fight. Everything is just speculation. We know that most MMA speculations, there's always some truth to the rumors that come in from different outlets and everything. Dricus and Chimaev has been postponed for some time. They're not going to be fighting anytime soon because of that injury. So that being said, going back to the lightweight division, everything is pointing to the fact that Ilia Topuria is going to be fighting Charles Oliveira. With the way the two of them are in camp, that only says one thing: two of them are most likely going to fight in that card. So I want to believe that Islam has been promised a title shot, and two ways. He's either going to be fighting Belal Muhammad, or he's going to have to fight someone else. That means Belal will have to vacate the title for him to be able to fight in the division if he doesn't lose this fight. These are some of the things we are looking at right now. We don't know exactly what's going to happen, but we know in a few days, few weeks to come, we're going to understand it. It doesn't make any sense to think that he's waiting for Belal Muhammad to fight so that we'll now decide what to do or what not to do. I think there have been some agreement behind closed doors that we don't know about just yet, that we're going to find out with time what the decisions are. It's really going to be interesting. Either way, I think I would have really loved to see Ilia Topuria tested with Islam Makhachev. The way he has presented himself, I think is going to be the greatest threat that he has ever had. I think in some ways, I'm not going to say Islam is afraid of him, but if he's having this doubt, let's put it that way, that he's fighting a 145er, I think the best thing to do is for him to go to a higher division and also go and be contending or fighting in that division. Even if he's fighting Belal Muhammad, I think they kind of hold each other in one kind of regard. You know, Belal Muhammad was in their camp and he has been with them for some time now. So fighting him is going to be a bit not so okay. We're going to watch how things unfold, but we know that Dana White is on top of the situation. The only thing I don't know why it's not doing very well, but I'm just kind of digressing a bit right here, is the John Jones versus Aspinall fight. We don't know why he's not talking about it. He has this high regard for John Jones. He's the baddest guy, is this, is that. If John Jones is not ready to fight, let him vacate the title and let people that want to fight, let them fight. That's my own thought. You know, you cannot be bigger than the organization. So I know Dana White is putting things together as he always does. And in due time, if John Jones has to retire, which I think makes all the sense in the world, and I think I'll be doing a video on that, I think the time has come for him to make that kind of decision. So this is not John Jones' video. This is just about Islam Makhachev and Ilia Topuria. What next for them? So that's what this video is about. So let me know in the comment section below, what do you think? Who do you think Ilia is going to fight? What do you think Islam is going to do if he's not the one that is fighting for the belt? So let me know in the comment section below, because I would have really loved to see Ilia versus Islam Makhachev. But the kind of doubt expressed that he's not really a 1-5er, I don't like the way he's handling the situation. If somebody has vacated their belt and they are in your division, once you are told to fight them, you don't have any complaint. You're supposed to fight them and move on. Whatever people are going to say, people are always going to talk. You fight the bigger guy, they will say the guy was sick. You fight the smaller guy, he's small. People are always going to say something. So your job is to give us the fight that is in front of you, especially knowing fully well that Ilia Topuria deserves that title because of what he has done, and also the fact that he has vacated his title. So see you guys and catch you on the next one.